So, A Complete Unknown, the story of Bob Dylan. Timothy Chalamet plays Bob Dylan. And to be honest, you don't really get to know him very well. You don't find out anything about his background or why he is how he is. And Timothy Chalamet's a great actor, he's really good. But he plays Bob Dylan as very sullen. It makes him quite unlikable. For a lot of the film, he's really unlikable.
Your songs are like an oil painting at the dentist's office.
You're kind of an asshole, Bob.
He's intensely focused on his music, and it's all he's focused on throughout it. It's his only motivation in the whole story. In fact, there isn't really a story as such. It's a kind of series of events. There's a lot of Bob Dylan's music. In a way, the music in it replaces a story or any insight into the character, which is a shame, because it would have been good to get to know the character a bit better. He wrote all these great songs. I think Edward Norton's character in this, Pete, who discovers Dylan, is probably the best character. It's the only relatable human character in it. The rest were quite shallow. You never really got behind the facade at all.
Nothing but a guitar. You never talk about your family, your past.
People make up their past, Sylvie. They remember what they want. They forget the rest.
The women that are in Bob Dylan's life aren't that interesting. Why they're attracted to him, it's a bit of a mystery. As far as this film sort of portrays Bob Dylan, he's just not very interesting. He's just entirely focused on his music and being true to himself. And that's all he cares about. The folk world gives him a leg up as a musician, but then he grows very weary of them and decides that he's still going to go and play at their festivals, but he's going to play his new albums, and so he becomes quite unpopular.
I want to know which side he's on.
It seems to be saying that these backward country folk just couldn't accept Dylan's genius, or that he was trying to needle them on purpose because he was a law unto himself.
I was disappointed in the film. I'd been looking forward to it. I really quite like these kind of musical biops. The Elvis one that came out lately. I like the Amy Winehouse one that came out. That was brilliant. And if you go back quite a while, Walk the Line about Johnny Cash, that was great.
If you're traveling in the North Country Fair.
I think another issue I had with it was it didn't take you into that era very well. If you take a film like The Holdovers from last year, that took you into the early 70s very easily. But this one, it tries to use news footage to take you into the 60s rather than anything evocative. And so you get lots of news clips about Kennedy or civil rights or other issues of the day, nuclear war. And it doesn't work, as it's just scene dressing.
How does it feel?
Turn it down!
Play it loud.
So it was okay.